Hi.
Hi, everybody. Welcome.
It's Wednesday, and welcome to another Toy Talk on a Wednesday night. The always duplicated, never imitated,
Hi.
the Maam. I think I said that backwards.
It's all right.
Anyway, welcome everybody, and we're just going to have a nice conversation tonight about what makes something the best. In your opinions, we'll have a discussion. We'll see how it goes. There might be some name calling. Who knows? But Curb Stomp Films was first at 9 o'clock this morning. So if you want to be first, remember, we're taking that back. You got to be early. And speaking of taking something back, we're going to take this back. And I had said this on Sunday that when the new year rolls around, we were gonna do something new, right? We're gonna do something new around here. So we're going to.
Well, I don't know. I was working, but yeah.
But you know.
Yes.
We're going to reintroduce the secret word. And imitation is the best form of flattery, also known as stealing. So if you're not old enough to remember Pee-wee's Playhouse, there's a secret word. Whenever someone says the secret word in earnest, not just spamming it in the chat, right? Because that's not going to fly. But when someone says the secret word, you got to scream. So today's secret word, here you go.
Today's secret word is
3, 2, 1.
So there's the secret word. What's the secret word?
I'm not saying it.
You're not going to say it?
No.
You don't.
Hater!
Yeah, so we're going to take that back. Anyway, yeah, thank you all for being here. And Russell says articulated Chad and Chattis. That dude's not a thing anymore. So yeah, anyway. And then Mikey's saying, let's make toys great again. I'm sure you can all hear it in the voice.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. And then Michael Prue said, Chad seems awesome. I knew people like him. Well, I'm glad you're here. Thanks for being here. And yeah, we're just gonna truck on with it. So let's just have a good old conversation. Retro Rumors, what's going on? Good to see you. And everybody else, I'm glad you're all here. I see you all. 5 POA, Chad. Yeah, I could do that. I got some 5 POA figures. We could do that. Okay, so we're just gonna have a conversation. We'll just see where it goes, right? Not really a scripted thing. The ma'am is going to ask a question, and then we're just gonna discuss it. Happy New Year's, Vincent. I see you.
Oh yeah, I see that. Okay.
Mhm.
What makes the best action figure?
If you guys can't hear the ma'am, let us know. Maybe she needs to use her outdoor voice. But Dem Guts, what's up, dude? Yeah. So, in your guys' opinion, what do you feel makes the best action figure? Is that an easy question? Is it a hard question? There's a lot to kind of unpack with that. So, what do you think? Yeah, they can hear you. Yay! What makes the best action figure? What do you think makes the best action figure?
The colors.
The colors?
Yeah.
Paint apps?
Hell yeah.
Okay. Ma'am says paint apps.
I want a colorful figure, cause I grew up with Polly Pocket and the My Little
So you
Ponies,
want,
and they were super colorful. That was just what appealed to me, especially when I was younger. Yeah, even more so now. Look at my phone. I had to have that phone case. That's color.
Fair enough. So George Aiken says accessories and style.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Accessories. Okay. Jason Fitz, it doesn't fall apart. So something that holds up to play.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron Nichols, for me, it's a smaller scale. So it's, oh man, that chat jumped. Wow. For me, it's a smaller scale. So it's easier to build playsets and vehicles for them. Okay. So
yeah,
scale and world building.
That was like me with my Polly Pockets. I had to have all the Polly Pockets because you could world build like crazy with them. And My Little Pet Shop.
And My Little Pony, yeah, because they had the stalls and all that stuff, right?
Yep.
Okay. Vincent says playability for the person that owns it. Bear 11 Charlie says the story. And Matt Noon says hi.
Hi.
Demgut says preference. It's whatever speaks to you. I like that. Eric, good proportions. Yeah. As much as I love G.I. Joe, I have to say that there were some figures in there in the dark years that had weird proportions, like really small heads and those real massive, V-cut torsos with the weird shoulders. So
you need to go find Pendragon's original comment. I was waiting for you, and thank you. I'm glad you like the hair. It's for work.
Okay.
You guys gotta scroll up if you want to see it.
It's too late for that. It's too late. It's gone. It's gone. Retro Romer says it's a combination of story, background, playability, and packaging.
Oh, okay. Yeah, package. That's true.
Well, the thing about packaging that a lot of people, I guess, tend to miss, especially if you're an opener, and right, we're openers. Yeah. One of the things is packaging is where these figures, they're at the maximum competition on the aisle. So on pegs, on shelves, that's where well, it's how it used to be anyway. That's how you would get the kids' attention. And now it's all just, this is the line that I like. So I guess it really doesn't matter. Yeah, Matt Rubin says articulation paint app story quality control. That's one. That's a new one, right? Yeah, quality control. Yeah.
I don't know. We didn't have to worry about that so much when we were kids. They were already making good toys. Yeah. Freaking blow up your stuff and it was gonna be fine.
The only thing you had to worry about when we were kids was shooting a spring-loaded missile in your mouth.
Yeah.
Which isn't that funny because it happened, and we know what happened. Pendragon, pardon me, says overall design, it's a blend, but has to be archetypal at some level. And look, Ken from Toy Connection sends a $2 super chat. Thank you, Ken, and says, "Hey, Chad, and hey, ma'am."
What's up?
Good to see you, Ken. Thanks for being here.
Bacon. I don't need to yell at the people in the chat like I do at work.
They may not be able to hear you that loud. I don't know. Sound off like you got his pear.
I yell at people enough at work. I don't need to yell here.
Do you have my pear? Let me see your pear. Let me see your pear.
Right there.
The rings, babe.
Oh.
Yeah, boom. James Ashworth, for me, it would have to be a figure that can hold and store all of accessories. I do like that, right?
That's true.
Figures that come with vomitoriums of accessories that they can't hold them all is that's kind of a challenge. Yeah. I'm gonna split us. How about that? What do you think about that? Yeah. Keith from KB Jotographs. What's up, brother? It says the franchise is from articulation and accessories weapons. And then Curb Stomp says playability.
Yeah.
Keith Knight, good to see you, man. Says, hey, Chad, ma'am, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Oh, Big Bacon. How well it recreates the intended item.
Yeah, that's true. Smell. Oh, the strawberry shortcake. Yes.
But what about if it's stinkor? Because like Mossman didn't smell like moss. He smelled like that cheap pine spray. And
No, but
Stinkor
that
smelled
was like one
shit.
of the big selling points though for like My Little Ponies was like each pony had like a different smell. I mean,
Yeah,
and
and
color,
strawberry
but-
shortcake. Yeah.
Yeah, and strawberry shortcake.
Yeah. Yeah, and then Matt Newt says, I would agree with accessories as well as sculpt. Russell says, when you can't put it down or catch yourself looking across the room like, yeah. I like that. I like that one.
Yeah.
Liquid Identity 101 says style and variation, poses and accessories. Okay. Viper Scout, media behind it to spark imagination. Yeah, that's a good one too.
Yeah, the stories are always fun.
James Lucas, look at these awesome people. Hey, ma'am.
Hi, James.
David Andrews said file card backstory like Keel Hall. It was internationally ranked chess player and world's worst clarinet.
Yes.
Right? Something like that. Yeah. Yeah. Something like that. Oh, 90s Joe's right here. Oversized missile launchers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got to have that. Stinky cat butt. Sup.
Sup.
Sup. Sup. And then our good friend Will says, I think it's a combination of several factors, but overall it should be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jeff Butler, unique design characteristics go a long way to distinguish figures. Yeah. And that's kind of where kit bashing and reuse can become a little bit of a dangerous thing.
Yeah. Bam. I love it. It's for work. It's growing back.
That's about how short it was when we first met. Just a little longer.
Yeah.
A little longer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, what is it? Get my wife's name out your mouth. Yeah. Something like that. Brian King says playability. Yeah. Media Clash, character designs.
Yeah.
And then Russell said, classified Zorana's legs. I realized today how much I dislike here. She took out a whole self.
I don't know.
Rephrase, please. Rephrase. Say again, all after Zorana. Demguts. I'm more of an articulation junkie these days, though. I love 4-inch with lots of joints. He likes that 4-inch.
Yeah. You sure are.
I like 4-inch. What's up? JMK says, whatever the marketing team tells me it is, obviously. Yeah. Style or stink bud? Articulation and accessories, universal parts. Figure Fever. Good evening, Chad and Ma'am.
Hi.
Figure Fever says decent articulation, not too crazy like amazing Yamaguchi Revoltech. Have not seen. Please expand. Is it like toe articulation and weird stuff? Because I don't need that.
Crooked weapons.
Just okay. I gotta say, this is my favorite one so far. Crooked weapons. Duh. What makes the best action figure? Crooked weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Spring-loaded missiles. You shoot your eye out, kid.
Mm-hmm.
Which is weird, right? Because in the 70s they had spring-loaded, and then spring-loaded went bad, and then they had to take it out of Boba Fett, and then in the 90s everything's spring-loaded.
Yeah, I remember everything.
Yeah. Michael Prue says, remember those quick draw cowboys that could go with Lincoln Logs? Yeah. Darth Wizzy Wizard. Nice. Keith says, articulations are accessories and price point. There's one too. Here's a question.
Yeah, I ate it all.
If you didn't hear that, George, she said, I ate it all.
They can hear me just fine.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
Put your hearing aids in.
No, Jeff Butler says, actually, 90s Joes could hold all their accessories if you left them all on the tree. That's true. And then you just put the tree in their hand and it's
Yeah.
4 feet of accessories in front of them. Michael says that Stinkor should team up with Skidmark. I agree. I think that would be a good team up, right?
Sure.
Because he'll leave the skid marks and then Stinkor leaves the stink.
Yeah.
He's going to stay there for like 3 minutes and he's just going to fall.
We might.
Yeah, you might hear it. Dragon Reborn, what's going on? Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Lilith's here. Greeting from Australia, Chad and
What's
Maam.
up?
Hope you're having a great year.
Yes, you as well.
Demguts instantly remembered that strawberry shortcake smell when that comment was read.
Yeah,
you can't-
it was a unique smell.
Yeah.
It wasn't, I can't even describe it. It was a scent of its own.
Yeah.
Stinkor was just patchouli.
Jim, have you ever been to Santa Fe, New Mexico?
My grandfather wears patchouli.
Patchouli smells, especially when people wear patchouli to cover up that dirt funk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's what makes patchouli really stink. Beta Ray Bob, what is up, dude? One of the see, he just
I know. It's Christopher.
Beta Ray Bob says, what makes a line best for me is articulation and imagination inspiring. Yeah. Russell says Sonic blasters with pew pew noise. As long as it's not Dayglow colors. Yeah. Oh. Wouldn't that be long? Don't I wish my hair was that long?
Maybe.
And then we're we're laughing. You know what you guys are, and I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. David Andrews says, it's nice to hear the Maam laugh and to see you guys together.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm here.
We're always
It's
together.
been busy.
Oh, look. He said
Is
your
it?
real name. My hair is
I know.
literally longer than Mandy's right now.
There you go.
Yep.
I'm a little jealous because I just want my hair back, but that's okay. It works well.
You get there.
I did get called sir the other day. Yep.
Ma'am got called sir.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I walked up. Hello, sir. I was like, fuck. Sorry.
Yes. Michael Prue says, for figures to be rugged, I dropped Indiana Jones 80 off a boathouse a bunch of times. Yeah, true. I did just kind of throw Skidmark over my shoulder. And speaking of being rugged, I don't know if his crotch survived.
That's what she said.
Stinky Kappa, what makes a line collectible is the articulation, paint, sculpt. Most important part is the logistics to making it available.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Right. Distribution, availability. Woodman 29, what's up? Good to see you. Thanks for being here.
Hello.
Hello. Darth Wizzy Wizard. I've been watching you and Michael Mercy's G.I. Joe videos. I'm getting tempted on getting this stuff now.
Do it.
Ma'am said, do it. Do it. Johnny Red Neat, do it. Skidmark for president. Ice Cream Soldier as vice president. We could do like Skidmark Stinkor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
If Mikey was here, I'd have him say some stuff. I love that dirty hippie smell. Hey man, that's cool. People wear patchouli to cover up dirt funk. Yeah, 100%.
Yes.
Yeah, you get like those dirt hippies, and they don't shower, and then they just put on a bunch of patchouli.
Yep.
So they smell like Fritos and patchouli, right? Like that weird
Can confirm.
sour dirt and like the
Yep.
the feet corn chips. Oh, it's so bad. Anyway, yeah. Michael says San Francisco pipes in the patchouli smell. Yeah, sure. Harry O, how long did you go before you told the ma'am about your plastic addiction? I'm gonna let you take that.
I'm trying to think.
It was quick.
Yeah, I want to say within like the first month or two of us dating, you told me, and like I just thought it was a few like figures because you're like, oh, I just like have a few things,
A little louder.
and then I think, oh, what was it? Maybe like 6 months after that was when I bought you the flag. Maybe it was a little longer than that.
No, it was less. Yeah, a little less than because the flag was the Father's Day present.
Yeah.
Yeah, we started dating in December.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah.
Yeah.
I knew pretty quick.
Like a monthish. Like a monthish. She knew
Yeah.
that. Well, she knew I loved GI Joe, but to find out that like I had a massive toy collection, which has grown significantly since we've been together.
It has.
So this isn't just me. Like she's in on this too. Don't let her fool you. Like, oh yeah, just come hang out. No, she's in on this. She's in on this 100%.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then Omega 579 says, "It's the ma'am."
What's up?
Yeah. Jason Fitz, is she retiring? No. So
No.
she's different. So I'm senior enlisted. I'm a senior non-commissioned officer. She's an officer.
Yes.
So officers don't necessarily retire. Like they can retire, but it's not, they don't have like ETSs. They have like a mandatory retirement date that they can't serve past.
Mhm.
But anytime past their initial commitment, they can just leave. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, the ma'am's still serving.
Yep.
Huh.
Yep.
Yeah.
I still owe some more time on my civilian side too, so I won't be retiring for, let's see, another 7-8 years, I think, ish.
Yeah. A lot. For me, anyway. I don't know.
Yeah, a lot.
Pericles, the ma'am's real name is Mandy. How did I not know that? Of course, now I have that damn song playing in my head.
Yeah, that's my name.
Actually, her name is Amanda, but it's Mandy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone that knows me really well calls me Mandy. At work, it's Amanda.
Keep my wife's name. But see, this is fun. This is what I want to do.
Yeah.
And the roll keeper says, when you can't put it down and take it with you to church. Yeah, I like that. Didn't Skidmark come with that 6-wheeled truck? Yes, he came with the Desert Fox 6x6.
Siri was listening to me.
Oh, don't. Which was also reissued for Dino Hunters. But yeah, it's right. You can kind of see it sticking out right there, right behind that camouflage Moab. Yeah.
James.
I actually think I just chucked him right back into it.
James.
Ma'am, did you tell the guy who called you sir to suck?
No, I do not cuss when I am working. I am professional.
She has said that before. I have
Yes.
heard that come out of her face hole.
Depending on what uniform I'm wearing, without giving up too much of what I do on the civilian side. If I'm in my Army uniform, I will tell you to, but on the other side of the house, I will not.
Yeah.
But I think I said Happy New Year's to him, and then he realized I was a woman.
Oh, look what I missed. Oh, thank you for that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to be a hater, but she looks good with her hair like that. Yeah. 100%. Damn guts. Yeah, Bacon did say the word. He did. And thank you guys for catching that, because there's a lot scrolling by in the chat, and I'm just trying to get everybody in. If you got called sir, I hope that you keel haul his butt.
No. He was pretty cooperative with me, though. Yeah.
George Aiken said, no problem getting cheap. Action Force in 1986 picked up 200 Cobra officers from a discount store.
Wow.
So that's like when Walmart was discontinuing the modern retro whatever line they had that they wanted to call it, and they put everything on deep discount. The Mam and I were hitting every Walmart we could find and just getting every figure, and that's where the His Tank collection really started.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was once we did that.
The His Tank and
Ostriker,
Ostriker,
yeah,
yes.
for sure. I just screamed real loud, and my wife came running into the room like, "What the?" Oh, just Jeff is late. I brought spaghetti MREs and fruit punch.
Hell yeah.
What's your favorite MRE?
Beef taco, baby.
You go what?
Go hard for beef taco, boy.
The Mam goes hard for beef taco. Say that to yourself real slow.
I love that flavor MRE. that one's always been mine. I'll rat fuck a box to find that one.
That was like the fourth time we hung out. She was like, "I go hard for beef taco, boy." I was like, "All right, okay, I can get behind this. I get behind this lady." Vincent 369 says, "Hey Chad, what is that playset on the shelf in the background between you?"
Oh, that one.
If you're talking about the monitor split, if you're talking about this, it's not a playset. That's actually the Joy Toy Mech Depots, and it's just 3 of them kind of put together.
Yep.
If that's what you're talking about, a Joy Toy Mech Depot. Just look it up on Amazon, man. They're cool. They're interchangeable. They're kind of plug and play because you kind of build them. Yeah, GeForce Racing has to bring punch and pie, right? Okay. Plastic Addiction sounds like an interesting band name.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I am.
Actually. Do we want to get technical about it?
We can't. Well, okay. So technically, all right. So how do we do this? So realistically, I outrank him, but my rank with his rank, we're actually considered peers.
Right.
When I promote here in the next month or two, we will not be considered peers.
Right. So the way that senior non-commissioned officers and officers go is you kind of rank up at the same time, even though Customs Courtesies Uniform Code of Military Justice, yes, she outranks me, right? I salute her. I give her greeting of the day. I always go out of my way to salute my wife, which is rare because we don't really see each other. We're in the same battalion, but we're in different companies. So it's rare that we see one another.
Technically, I'm at brigade now.
Yeah, but you're not there yet, actually. So when I see the Mam, I will give her a salute. We don't hug or anything like that in public in uniform because that's public display of affection. However, since she's not my raider and she's not in what's called my food chain, even though I love my wife, if she told me to do something, I'd say no. No. And I'm of that insulated senior non-commissioned officer rank that tactfully, because it's all in how you articulate things. Unless you're like my battalion commander, like at least a lieutenant colonel, if you told me to do something, I would just go and just walk away. Yeah, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Long answer, but UCMJ, she outranks me.
Yeah.
George Aiken says the perfect woman gets her man a flag.
I got you a flag.
Yeah. She got you a flag. See, I thought I was keeping up with the chat, but I guess I'm not.
No.
Troll Painting Mini says, howdy. What's up? E4. No, I haven't been an E4 since like 2002, man.
I've been an E4 since 2016.
Yeah.
I wish. Man, I had a blast actually being an E4 before I commissioned. I used to do dumb shit.
Phrasing. It's grown significantly since we've been together.
Yeah, I understand. Acknowledged.
Acknowledge all. Did you get any of those Strike Force Alpha O-Ring figures? I did. And there's a couple on the shelf right there that Matt LaCroix sent me as a gift. And this Sunday, I'm actually going to have Matt LaCroix on Mikey's coming back as well, and so you'll get to hear some more Papa Trump impressions. But I'm going to have Matthew and Jason on with Mikey, so we're going to have a big old Strike Force Alpha on Sunday.
Yeah, it is.
Patchouli is the state scent of New Mexico. No,
Yes.
you even said that like a norteño. What? No.
I need you to get down from the car.
Are you gonna get down from the car or what? No. Just the thought of the smell of some hippies gives me a craving for Philly cheesesteaks.
Jesus.
Chad, look out. The Baroness is trying to get intel on your dollies.
Yep.
So you can choose Barry Manilow or Boston. Yeah.
Oh,
Gonzo, thank you for the $5 super chat and says, when you all retire in Italy, have you thought about the Joes and how it will go? P.S. Bald is a way of life.
we're selling them all when we move.
Did you hear that? Say it again louder.
Oh, when we both officially retire and leave the States, it's all getting sold.
Yeah.
I mean, a few pieces we'll probably keep, but the majority of it will get sold.
I'll keep
So
the
keep
original.
your eyes on eBay.
Stay tuned. No, that's gonna be a long time down the road, but
that's
yeah,
not anytime soon.
we'll keep certain pieces. But the majority of it, if we do move to Italy at some point when we're done,
Yeah.
it's not gonna come with us.
No, it's too much to transport.
But thank you for the $5 super chat. And yes, bald is a way of life. And luckily, one, she's only known me bald, and two, she enjoys it.
We tried to grow your hair one time.
So bad. It's so bad. Everyone is calling the man by her nickname. Chad really will pull a Will Smith.
Did he slap him or did he punch him? Though I
No,
thought
he just open hand popped him.
No, I thought he punched Chris Rock in the face.
No, because even
could've
Chris Rock
sworn.
said Will Smith just slapped the shit out of me. Yeah, he
Oh.
like slapped him down. Well, I took my wife / mistress to Steel City Con after 13 years of being hitched, and she was hooked on plastic crack like me, and we will be married 20 years this July.
That's
One,
awesome.
congratulations, that's awesome.
Yes.
Two, I think it's hilarious that you call your wife your mistress, because I call this one my favorite ex-girlfriend
Yeah.
all the time. That's super cool. And don't let this face freaking fool you. When we get to like Joe Fest or Southwest Toy Mania or Comic Cons, like she burns through the aisles finding stuff.
Oh, yeah.
She's got an eye, right?
Yeah.
So the ma'am is not a prettier version of senior drill instructor Gunnery Sergeant Hartman. No, that would be actually me. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Tradoc instructor, same rank, but Army side, blah blah blah. Ma'am's civilian side is that yellow suit from Kill Bill. People are dead. I thought it's okay to call female officers sir. So in the military, that used to be the what we call practice and procedures, but that hasn't been a thing for like 15 years. And she's talking her civilian side, not the military
Yeah,
side.
no, this is on the civilian side.
But little tidbit, if you want to be an asshole to a female officer in the military, say yes, sir, and then just walk away. Or just say, yeah, Roger, sir, and then just turn around and leave. Yeah, Raj. Yeah, they love that. We know the ma'am has this, the Baroness does a Chad Destro. Anyway, besides the Baroness, what good guy does the...
Oh, my favorite one that
Yeah.
I do for good guys? We were going to put together a Scarlet. And then
But the OG Scarlet in the
Mhm.
green. Yeah.
and then the other one that drives the tanks. Cover Girl. No.
Cover Girl. Yeah,
Cover
Cover Girl. No, the ma'am's not an 04.
I'm an 03. Or will be an 03.
03. Yep. Oh, look at this. Chili Mac, baby. One-eyed biker. That's a cool name. Finally catching you live. Was watching the replay of your New Year's show when I got this notification. Evening, ma'am and Chad.
Hello.
Thank you for being here. Greatly appreciate it.
Chicken feet is nasty.
The omelet
The omelet's disgusting too.
and the new hash brown one. It's just hash brown.
I like the hash brown. I'll eat the hash brown and I'll eat the pizza.
Pizza?
Yeah.
Give me some of that
I'll
pizza.
fight one of my Joes for pizza
Yeah.
one.
What did Jack Nicholson say about saluting your superior officer in the morning in A Few Good Men? I'd say the ma'am is definitely in your food chain. Damn, that's rough.
Yeah.
Life Rants Antonio. Wait, she bought you a USS Flag boxed or unboxed? She bought me this loose one right here.
Yeah, it was like 90% complete mostly.
Yeah, it was.
There
It
was
was.
like a few things that it needed.
Yeah, it was missing the usual suspects. Fantail deck rail, the mic, the speaker, a couple other stupid things. I just got repros because I don't care about repros. Some people it bothers, but it doesn't bother me. So, and then we built the custom base, and then the ma'am and I assembled the flag, and I cried like a little kid.
Mm-hmm.
Sure did. My wife also surprised me with a flag last year. Hell yeah. That's cool. That's awesome, dude. Very cool. Oh, Jim Largo's here all the way from Guatemala. How is Eduardo today, Jim? Good to see you. No, ma'am. National Organization of Men Against Amazonian. No, ma'am. Wasn't that from Married with Children? No, ma'am. Their secret organization.
Mm-hmm.
James Lucas. Awesome. Looking forward to seeing Matt and Mikey, and I guess that Chad guy. Yeah, I mean, I kind of, it's a package deal. I'm sorry. You can just not look at me. What you can do is just move your screen around and then just kind of push me off the screen, and you'll be fine. Yep. All collections do cool on Matt LaCroix. Agreed. Laser pants. I got your Valaverse figures. I don't have enough.
Uh-oh. Happy accident says hi.
Who's Valaverse figures? Happy accident. Battery about to die, but squeezing in a hello.
Hi.
Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for being here. Hopefully your battery doesn't die too soon. And then Big Bacon says, I call my wife my future ex-wife. I don't do that. And then Just Jeff said, dibs on your modern Joes. That's a lot of Joes, dude.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
I think we have all of 86 complete. No.
We have almost every year.
Yeah, that's true.
Chad, I supplement my figures with my shampoo expenses. I like it. Yep. Okay. Oh, here you go. Jeff Butler, question for the ma'am. Do you have variations on your Baroness cosplay, like a Crimson outfit? Which is funny because we were just talking about this. Original comic blue or another. Looking forward to meeting you both in person at DFW Joe Show.
Yeah, I'll be at the DFW Joe Show. That's a tongue twister. But yes, I do have different variations. I have her traditional black. I do the crimson where I wear the red, and then I have the blue as well.
Yeah, buddy. I love the crimson on you. Yeah, we were discussing that Friday night on Jay Bartlett's channel where we were talking about that Crimson Strike exclusive set, and I said I like the Crimson Baroness because I love when the ma'am wears it. TJC, good to see you, buddy. Said just to wish you both a happy new year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, my friend, and thank you for the super chat. It's unnecessary, but always appreciated. Thank you so much. Backwood says the same. Happy New Year, ma'am and Chad. Shane says, man, I wish my girl hates going to cons. Can't believe I can't stand in line for 2 hours to get an autograph.
We do.
Yeah. We got to hang out with Giorgio Tsoukalos from Ancient Aliens, and he loves G.I. Joe.
He does.
And he really loved the ma'am in her Baroness armor. I wonder why.
Yeah.
Weird.
All the guys do.
Ancient Aliens guy likes boobs. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Just Jeff sends a $5 super chat. Thank you, my friend. For Slurpees and Happy New Year's.
Mm.
Yep. Do you get nervous turning on the light to your collection room? I always look at the floor first. No. Now, the base that we used to live on, yes, because it was primarily fighter squadrons, and they would always do sonic booms, and we'd always have onesie twosie falling off shelves.
Mhm.
So on that military installation, yes, I would always look on the floors first. Yeah. Yo, Maam is Scarlet. The world needs this.
Yeah, it's happening.
The Sir to Maam.
Might have been. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. But there was a DOD thing, so it really doesn't have anything to do with the president. It's more the Joint Chiefs. But I want to say it was late W. W.
I think so.
Yeah, I don't know. Darth Wizzy Wizard. Where in Italy will you move?
Back to Sicily.
The man wants to go to Sicily. I want to go to Calabria, somewhere on the coast, because that's where my family's mountain range is. Huh.
Mm-hmm.
It's now your mountain range too.
It is.
There's a mountain range in Calabria named after my family. Yeah, spoiler alert. It's kind of a neat little fun fact.
Yeah.
I thought the Sir Ma'am thing was because of Star Trek Voyager. No. Has the thank you, Ryan, for the $5 super chat. And everybody hanging out here, I'm sure you're all going to go over to 3POA and hang out with Ryan later, who has Nikki Nicole and Articulated Ninja on after this. Has the Epstein list dropped yet? Is Brian Flynn or Chris Cox on it? I mean, the guy's name is Chris Cox. I'm not saying, I'm just saying. Just saying. I don't know. Slick Willie's on there a whole bunch. I'm sure nobody's surprised. Wesley Hendricks says, great to see the ma'am on the stream.
Hello.
Yeah. You doing a base
George.
with 2x6s and ball wheels? Are you talking to me? We didn't use 2x6s. The bottom is 3/4 inch plywood, and the walls are 1x6, what's called common boards.
Mm-hmm.
They're thinner, and they're actually less expensive. You can get them at Home Depot. They're just down on the common board aisle. Yeah, and that's just what we used. And then several saws, and we got at it.
Yep. George wants your flag when you retire.
Surprise me with a flag when you both retire. I just might. I just might. Yeah.
Keep sending that chocolate.
I don't know if you heard that. Ma'am wants you to bribe her with chocolate. Yeah. Jim Largo says, Eduardo is fine from today. Chad and the ma'am rock. That is all. Carry on. Roger. Thank you. Do you tell us to carry on? You tell him to carry on.
Uh-huh.
Tell him.
Carry on. As
Yeah.
you were.
As you were. Right? At ease. It's all good. Yeah. Calm down. Father Son Galaxy, thanks for being here. Good evening, Chad and the better half.
Hello.
There's the better half right there. I'm not a repro guy, but I love the 3D printed fantail that has USS flag. That's the one that I have. Yeah,
Mhm.
I liked it. Yeah. Someone or something is lame. I don't know what that is. Take your pick. Oof. My ex-wife used to get me Funko Pops. I bought you a Baroness Funko Pop and a Cobra Commander. Yeah. If you know anything about the ma'am, Baroness, Cobra Commander, Battle Cat, you're good.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's
So
it.
that's all it takes. Yep. Okay, so I think what?
Big bacon. My daughter kept looking back and forth between my phone and my shirt.
Oh, it's you on my t-shirt. Aw. Like this one? No,
No,
this
you.
one. Yeah. Fair enough. Life Ran San Antonio. Chad, will she do cosplay at DFW show? Yeah, we both will.
Mhm.
Also, I love to interview for my little podcast.
Yeah,
You got
of
it
course.
for sure.
Come find
Absolutely.
us.
Yeah, we'll be there. We will be there. We will link up with other members of the finest from Texas, and we will get to it. Big Bacon, are you wearing a Chad shirt and a bacon loincloth?
Probably.
Look, every guy likes boobs. I don't care that every guy likes boobs, but the last time she wore her Crimson Baroness, some guy walked up to her and goes, are you Deadpool? Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, that was dumb. I got a Viper 3-pack and the sergeant refuses to stand. Probably a joke in there somewhere. Ancient Aliens is my fall asleep show. Our fall asleep shows, it used to be Ancient Aliens, but now it's ghosts.
Yeah.
We watch a lot of like ghost hunting
hunters.
stuff. Yeah. Ghost Hunters, Ghost Adventures, Paranormal Lockdown.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get into that.
Just the bald guy.
Well,
no, that's not true. I
No.
do collect some things. Usually it's just like the battle cats and stuff and whatnot.
Baronesses.
Yeah, and the Baronesses and Cobra Commander.
Mm-hmm. She's a very focused collector. There's a mountain range in Italy named Chad.
No. It's our last name.
It's our last name. I know there was a joke in there, but no. Ma'am, how'd you get into Battle Cat so much, or is Chad just covering for himself? No, that's all her. She just
I don't know where my fascination with Battle Cat came. I think it was just something that I just thought was fun. I just always liked Battle Cat because I always remember I would watch He-Man and stuff with like my dad when I was like a kid, and I always liked Battle Cat because I always thought it'd be cool as a kid to like ride this cat.
Battle Cat's just rad. He's just rad. HGC, the Chaddington Mountain Range of Italy.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what it's called. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chatty McChatterson Mountain Range. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Russell, do you wear your goggles to look cool or wear glasses? Goggles?
Your glasses, probably.
I wear glasses. Like I wear legitimate prescription glasses, but they're for distance. So I'm like, what, arm's length from my camera right here?
Yeah.
I don't need to wear my glasses when I'm doing this, but if you see me in public at a con, I wear glasses, so that sometimes it throws a lot of people off. Yeah. Tony Horton says, "What's good?"
Hey, Tony.
You hanging out with us. That's what's good. Yeah. It's Le Chado. You gotta spice it up.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What are those? Those sound good.
Sounds good. Figure Fever sends a $2 super chat to the Maam. It says, "Ma'am, please don't be a stranger on the stream."
Well, I try not to, but with my civilian job, I do work nights and my days off rotate. So sometimes I can't always make streams. That's really what it is. Yeah, I got my camo leggings on. I went to the gym before this.
Am I wearing pants?
Yes, you're wearing pants.
I'm wearing velour tracksuit pants,
Yes,
actually, if you
actually.
must know.
Yeah.
And they're green.
Stand up patrol.
Green velour tracksuit pants. In your face, fool. Yeah. Michael sends a $5 super chat. Thank you very much. What aircraft would you want? Like real life aircraft? A-10.
Okay.
Right? Subsonic.
Yeah.
Right? But it has a depleted uranium, right? GAU-8 Avenger that'll pretty much take out anything. Yeah, I'm down with that. And then we can just cruise in style. It's 2-seater,
Mm-hmm.
right? We can get it on. Anyway, Michael, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. The Harrier is a very nice plane. That's for sure. Kiwi says, sorry, I'm late. Never be sorry. We're just glad that you're here. Ooh. You know what would be funny? Would the man be interested in joining you on Infinite Playlist?
Sure. Depending on the day if I'm off.
Her musical tastes are, it's recorded. That's recorded, right, Jim? I can't remember, but her musical tastes are completely different. Yeah, you see the laughing? And when she takes over the stereo in the car, I'm like this the whole time. Yeah, it's
The kid sings along with me though.
yes, yeah. So her and the kid, they bump. Yeah.
Ghosts are real. We have one in our house. His name's Christopher.
Yeah, that's a thing. Like some people just don't believe in ghosts, and I always find that so interesting. Ghost things are cool. Hell's Kitchen, is that the Gordon Ramsay?
Yeah, that's
Hell's
Gordon.
Kitchen?
Yeah.
She likes that shit.
I
I
do.
don't. I just sit there. Oh yeah, Mount Destro. Yep. Yeah. Bear 11 Charlie. I have a ghost in my house, and my dog lets me know when it's around. We have cats.
That let us know when he is too.
Yeah.
We've caught him a few times.
If anybody wants to just have a shoot the shit night about ghosts, I would love that because there's a reason why the Maam calls me Walter, and that's a whole long story. And it's yeah, she calls me Walter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My pet name for him.
But will your face be carved into my family's mountain?
No.
She says no, but I say yes. How much of Carson's book have you made it through? None. None.
Mm-hmm.
We got it last night. We opened it to make sure that it wasn't beat up because of the smash on the side of the box.
Yeah.
And then I put it in the game room, and then we went about our business.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that. Bippity chattity boppity Mountain Ridge. Are you saying it like this though? That's the thing. Dude, stop it. Good Lord, man. It's been a great treat to finally put a face to the Maam.
Yes, that's me.
That's the Maam right there. And then Pendragon says, Warthog, baby.
Yep.
Yep. Bert goes to Death Machine, A10 all the way, real life A10. Hell yeah. Dude, you've been wearing those GD pants for 2 weeks. I wash them, dude. I don't wear them all the time, and I wash them. They're just like jammies. I just switch them out. It's no big deal. James Lucas, thank you very much, my friend. I'm always happy to see your name, and you know, we talk all the time. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat.
Yes, thank you.
And thank you for the kind words. She appreciates it. I mean, I already know this, but you know, she needs reassurance. No? No? Okay. She said, no, I'm fine. Mo, good evening, Chad and Maam. Work is finally over. I have punch and pie.
Nice.
Good. Very good.
I can play a song right now.
No, you won't. No, you will not. Who says they are really ghosts? Ted, what do you think they are? Like interdimensional?
Well, ours is intelligent, not a residual, so he communicates with us.
I like this question. Which knockoff line made the best background dreadnoughts? You know what? I can go get a box and show you. G-Force, I have ghost stories. Hell yeah. Walter Peck from Ghostbusters was a hater. Yeah, he is also dickless. Yeah. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man, I'm almost caught up to the chat. Of course I am, Chad. Half of Italian is hand signals. Yeah, that's true. Beautiful coastal town in Calabria called Sabari. Perfect place to retire. My family is from there. Didn't want to leave. Awesome. Very awesome. Well, if you've been there, you've probably seen my family's mountain range. Yeah. Bet you have. Did somebody say the word?
I didn't see it.
Where is it? Where is it? He said, who said it? You can't just say he said. There's like a million things going by in the
Scroll
chat.
back up. Go.
I am scrolling. There's so much in here. Spot on Interstate 94. I don't see who said it.
George Aiken. Walter Peck from Ghostbusters. He was a hater.
Oh, and I read it. It's new. I'm sorry. We're just trying to have fun, you know? You got to have fun because, yes, it's true. This man has no dick. Yeah. Got to have fun with it. Thank you, George Aiken. You read the damn comment. I did. I'm trying to do a million things at once. I apologize. It's called tunnel vision.
Yeah.
Okay, so give me that question, and then you can ask your next question.
What do you need in a line for it to be considered the best?
For a line, we're talking like IPs, Marvel Legends, Star Wars, G.I. Joe as a whole, Masters of the Universe, Savage Crucible, whatever your line is. What do you need in that line for it to be considered the best line? Like, what makes it the best for you?
Probably the stories.
Stories?
Yeah, I like the stories behind it. Like I always enjoyed like having a toy line, and then there was always like a cartoon or like a movie that went along with it to kind of give my characters like a life, so to speak.
Look, I caught up to the chat.
I know, they said good job.
I'm a big boy now.
Yep.
Ooh. A short-haired hottie. In your toy line, or you mean I don't. It kind of seemed like it had several meanings. Eric says iconic vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that's one thing about a lot of these lines. Most of them have at least some form of grail in every line. Masters of the Universe has a grail. Star Wars has a grail. Maybe a couple grails. But I'm not a big fan of one line having numerous grails. I think that, it's called a grail for a reason. Are we allowing that?
Yeah, we'll allow it.
Are we going to allow it?
I'll allow it.
What I really want to know is, can you pick out the goats? Can you pick out the goats in there? Because there's 2 goat screams in there, and I layered them. Yeah.
Hazel's here.
Just Jeff says, story started to matter. Long format storytelling. Exo Squad. That's a great example. Yeah, absolutely. Character backstories and design. Or if I make a paint master for it. Well, we're going to talk about that on Sunday, aren't we, Mikey? Peg warmers, what's going on? Good to see you. How's it going? It's going great here. The Maam and I are just hanging out with everybody, having a chit chat. It's good to see you. I hope your holidays were great. Dale Santaford said, enjoyed for like G.I. Joe Ninja Turtles for the cool characters and vehicles.
Yeah, I did like the dump truck car for the turtles.
The turtle wagon?
Yeah.
And then all the way from Australia, our handsome friend Zazel is here. It's good to see you. Hope your New Year's was good, my friend. Eric says, I never forget cops and crooks because of the helicopter. I like that. Yeah. Dale says, hello, peg warmers. I need to check out your video where you're talking about cops figures. Yeah, peg warmers has put out a lot of good videos lately. Dargoon, I agree with the Maam. Characters with a rich backstory, also play sets for world building.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, play sets. I really like this answer. Something that inspires my imagination. Way back, that was Micronauts.
Mm.
I think imagination and inspiration are some things that are kind of lost right now. That's just my personal opinion. Just Jeff said, I picked a bad time to switch to earbuds. That's your fault, dude. Matt Rubin, I loved Exo Squad toys when they were released. Wish I still had them. They're not that hard to get a hold of. I've got some. This whole top shelf is all mechs and robots and robots. Master Temple's here. Neil says, hi, ma'am.
Hey, Neil.
Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, and then Zazla says lots of legends in the chat. Lots of good people. We're always blessed with good people, and I can never thank you guys enough for hanging out. HGC says, I have no room for a flag, so I've been looking at a Defiant. Still have my childhood Terrordrome. That's cool that you still have your childhood Terrordrome. We had to source two. And the Defiant, I never realized how big the Defiant was. I never saw one as a kid. Did you think it was going to be that big?
No.
The Defiant, it's one of those like it's like a 7-layer cake in a vehicle / playset form, and yeah, it's quite it's massive.
Yeah.
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 It's massive. Yeah. Father Son Galaxy says guns and an awesome villain. Okay, so awesome villains. Yeah. Alex says, if I would have had a Rebel troop transport, I probably would have used it as a G.I. Joe submarine. Yeah, that actually, sure. The Empire Strikes Back space pickle. I could see that. G-Force Racing. A great line must have 4 Lando variants filling the peg. Well, then Star Wars is a great line, current day, because that's happening. Pendragon, I was fascinated with Micronauts still have vintage figure or two. Okay. Mr. Madgus. Chad done kidnapped some pretty lady. Guess he couldn't get nobody to come on.
No.
Are you saying I can't get guests? This is my favorite guest right here is my wife.
Yeah.
Anyway, that being said, yeah, I've had a few people. I've had some guest challenges behind the scenes, but whatever. Just Jeff says, kind of want a Defiant for my Exo Squad.
I don't know where our Defiant is.
It's over here behind the flag.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. That'd be interesting. Which is considered a grail for Joe, the Defiant or the Flag? You know, that's actually a very good question. I think that boils down to your preference.
Yeah, I think it's more personal preference.
Some people in the generic sense say Flag, Defiant, Terrordrome are like the Joe Grails, but again, I don't really believe that a line should have multiple Grails. They're just the largest, most expensive pieces in the line, but the Defiant's more expensive than a Flag for sure.
Oh yeah.
But the Flag's, it's an aircraft carrier. Come on. Do you want like some space shuttle or do you want an aircraft carrier? That's what you got to ask yourself, and then that's what I guess would make that your grail. Some people don't want to go to space, and some people don't want to be in the Navy.
Yeah.
Jim Smith, lines can have more than one grail. Da Vinci has more than one masterpiece. Okay. Is that fair?
Yeah, that's fair.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. I think it's just the term grail and what you know grail kind of stands for. You know, the grail is like the end of a quest kind of a thing. White whale, right? Great white buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. It's got to have some out there weirdo figures and characters. Also, anything with robots.
That's fair.
Yeah. As a huge fan and army builder of Battle Android Troopers,
Mhm.
I definitely agree with that. I do like them robots, them androids. Dale said, I would say the same thing for Marvel and DC heroes. Really enjoyed the X-Men back in the
Yeah, that was great.
X-Men in the 90s, like the cartoon, and even when Jim Lee just started cranking out awesome X-Men. Yeah. Sergeant Slaughterhouse. Oh, he's talking to Zazel.
Yeah.
And
How's it
then-
going, mate?
My bad. James Lucas says, a fun, diverse line of figures and vehicles that invites world building and imagination.
Mhm.
Love it. Brian King, I want to play with my Exo Squad toys now. Guess who's going to the storage unit?
Good for you.
Bring your Exo Squad figures on Sunday to the stream with Matt LaCroix and Jason from Strike Force Alpha and Mikey Kukovic, and I'll bring my Exo Squad guys down off the shelf. We'll have an Exo Squad party. Rob Vegas is here all the way from Australia and says, "G'day." I can't say that respectfully enough. I can't do it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Good to see you. Thanks for being here.
That's all right. I'm still waiting for Koala Man, Zazel.
Koala Man. Beta Ray Bob says, you are correct that most mainstream lines lost imagination. Some of the independent lines are bringing that back, though. That I definitely agree with. And I think the loss of imagination is, one, playing it safe, two, knowing that nostalgia will sell, and three, I hate to say it, but the consensus of the internet makes these companies play it safe. And I think that sucks. So Master Temple says, I'd get a flag, but I already own a coffee table.
Yeah.
It's basically a couch, right? It's about a couch, not a coffee table.
Yeah.
It's bigger than a futon.
Yeah, it is. About 6 feet long.
Yeah. It's 7.4 feet, ma'am.
Okay.
Actually. And there you go.
Yep.
Yep. Oh, Masterson 42, my favorite Air Force officer ever. Good to see you, sir. Hello, ma'am. Nice to fully see you instead of a head floating around.
Yes.
See you in Dallas this year.
Yeah, I'll see you.
Yeah. Definitely getting excited for DFW Joe show. Thank you, sir, for the $5 super chat. And thank you for always just popping in and having fun stuff to say. It's always good to see you. Thank you very much. Guys, I got my Super 7 W2. So what the hell is W2 Storm Shadow?
I think you meant V2. I think you just hit the W on accident.
No, it's a version 1.
I don't know.
What it's Ultimates, Super 7 Ultimate Storm Shadow. Open it. Yeah, man, open it. You got to let that thing walk around, give it some walking around money. Plus it has Excalibur, dude. You got to open it. We were talking about that. Alex says, I recently saw a video from Pawn Stars where a dude was selling a flag and Defiant with their boxes. Had no idea. Yeah, the Defiant box is massive.
It is.
It's bigger than the flag box because when the flag's broken down, the largest piece is the center deck, which is 3.5 by 3.5. It's just like almost like a 3.5 foot square. Dude, Paul Knapp, get fucked. I mean, thank you. Your wife is way out of here. Are you out of my league?
I don't think so.
Are you blushing? You're blushing.
I don't think so.
Thank you. She's also 13 years my junior.
Yes.
Huh.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I am.
She's not out of my league. We have the same eye color.
We do.
It's meant to be.
Mhm.
But thank you. Is that a thank you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thank you for complimenting my wife in a weird way, like insulting me. Zazel says, I'm always up for a hangout. Man, I would love, we got to hang out again. Please. Absolutely. And you know what? That's on me. I own that. I know that we kind of been getting a little mixed up because Australia versus
Is
US.
come into the DFW Joe show?
He's not. No, he's not coming to the States. Are you going to Joe Fest, Zazel, next year? Let me know in the comments below. Kiwi, G.I. Joe Customs and Collection. Hey, Chad, have you ever made a custom figure of yourself and your wife?
Yes.
I've made 2 customs of the Maam. Skid Mark. Here, I'll give you that guy.
Okay.
Where the hell's your other figure?
I don't know.
Where'd she go?
I don't know.
Here, show him this one.
So there's one that he's made of me. If you guys can see that.
Where'd she go? It's not easy to see these.
No.
Um,
So I think this one was the second one that you made of me.
yeah. So I I made this figure of the Maam. That's kind of her and her
Work.
yeah, in her not military work attire. So figure that out. Yeah, I do have another custom figure of the Maam in her army combat getup. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know where we put it.
It's somewhere. I'll find it. Sorry. You know how it is, right? Anybody with a collection is say, "Oh, I know I have that," and then you turn around and you don't know where it is. So I don't know where it is. So yeah. Don't feel bad. I'm 0 for 2 for my guests showing up for. No, dude, really? I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks. I like this question. Does a Grail have to be big and or expensive?
No, I think that's the beautiful thing about a Grail is that it's whatever you feel is the most important piece to you. It could be something as simple as a figure.
Yep. I definitely agree with the Maam, but the thing is for common consensus Grails that the larger toy collecting universe considers a Grail, it's because they're rare and they're hard to find. Generally, that comes with a steep price tag. But just like the Maam said, a Grail could be an individual thing. Individual results may vary is a term that I really like to use. Some people may just collect lunch boxes, and a Grail lunchbox to them might be, the 1960s action diver lunchbox, the metal one with the intact thermos. That could be a Grail to them, which I found at Joe Fest this year, and I snaked it right out from under Hans Chow's hands, and he didn't even see it.
Poor Hans.
Got to be quick. He didn't want the lunchbox. He was haggling with the dude over a figure, and then he was like, "Hey, where'd you find that?" Yeah, see, exactly. Just like Brian King says, a Grail for me is a complete in-box Cobra Rattler.
That's fair.
Definitely not as expensive as a loose flag or a loose Terradrome or a Defiant or Eternia or any of those Grail pieces. Definitely not as expensive as a vinyl cape Jawa. And just to kind of go back to this, right, G-Force Racing, a vinyl cape Jawa is not big because you're talking 2 inches, 1.5 inches, like very small, but rare. So therefore it's expensive. But yeah, so Brian King says, just Cobra Rattler in a box. There you go. Matt News says, how about wheels? Toy lines with vehicles got most of my playtime. Joe's Matchbox Stompers. Man, I love Stompers. Agreed. Yeah, vehicles for sure. And then Alex says, the biggest Joe toys that I had as a kid were the Crusader. The Crusader's rad. Ma'am got me a Crusader on a whim one day. And the General. Yeah. I went from no generals to 2 generals.
Yeah.
Randomly.
Yep.
I am not disappointed by either. I can definitely agree. And then George Aiken says a Robo Skull and the Sea Lion are Grails. Yeah, the Robo Skull is rare, especially when you talk about being a collector in the United States. A lot of people either don't know about the Robo Skull or they don't have the availability to get one.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, and then Neil Temple. Cobra Terradrome is my Grail. It's all subjective. Definitely agree. 100%. Michael says, I feel the flag was a Grail, especially since people are making lower decks with wheels.
Yeah, that's true.
It-
Ours
it-
have wheels.
It definitely increases the
Playability.
storage, surface area, because that bottom with that weird plastic hull like piece, it kind of sucks, right?
Yeah.
But it's supposed to the water line kind of a thing. Let's see. All right. Now we're going to move on, and I'm going to keep looking through the chat, but we're going to move on to the Mam's next question.
What makes the best toy store?
In everyone's opinion, what to you is the best toy store? Is it the staff? Is it the atmosphere? Is it knowledgeability? What is it? Price points of stuff. What do they have in stock? Because there's, everyone's going to have a different answer. And then Mr. Madga says, I don't want to go to space or join the Navy. I just want to stay here with Chad. You can hang out. We'll just hang out and play with dollies all day long. Mark J, what's up? Says Lions need cool characters and vehicle designs along with a 30-minute cartoon. Oh, wait a minute. Weird, right? That's kind of weird, huh?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And then One-Eyed Biker says, I have the Joe Trinity, but to me, those aren't Joe Grails. My personal Joe Grail is the Canadian MSV. Oh, yeah. A couple guys did like an anniversary custom, very small run of those. You never see those anywhere. No, that's true. You don't. That Cobra MSV is crazy. Crazy. Oh, hold on. Father Son Galaxy, does anyone know the original prices of those three, Terradrome, Flag, and Defiant? The Flag was about $100. Defiant was a little bit more, and Terradrome, I want to say the Terradrome was like 70. If you're talking original manufacturer suggested retail price, I know the Flag for sure was right around 100, depending on where you went. Do you have any of Matt's customs or anyone else's work? I have several of Matt's customs and Mikey Kukovic's customs as well. Yes, I do. Stinky Cat Butt. The perfect line would consist of extinct animals, mid-scale vehicles, no army builders, and build-a-figure pieces that are included to build an imagination on a base, fort, or command post for both sides. So Joe? Are we talking Joe? Because we got dinosaurs, we got a lot of mid-scale vehicles. There's army builders, and you Battle Force 2000, right? The original Build-A-Base. Yeah. Darth Wizzy Wizard, Chad, do you basically have everything now you could want really in the collection? No. That's the problem with collecting, is there's always one more thing. But we're mostly done with A Real American Hero and almost all of the modern construction Joes, because these aren't O-ring figures, except for a couple of the figure subscription service and con figures that are mostly just shitty kit bashes and repaints that we just don't have any interest in paying $300 for loose, because those are expensive. But yeah, there's always something else to get. It could be a cup or a lunchbox or a book or, another battle cat. There's always something, right?
Yeah.
Pendragon says groupthink is the death of all innovation and imagination. Yeah, absolutely. And since the internet was built on consensus, you're going to find a lot of groupthink. Oh, Ultimate Waves 3. Yes, that exactly. Okay, thank you. David Andrews, okay, I got an aircraft carrier because I had got so many Sky Strikers and other jets that I needed something to put on top of them, and also the TV show Jag and Airwolf.
Oh, I miss Jag.
I miss Airwolf. Stringfellow Hawk is one of the coolest names ever. David said, I had the Terradrome first, and it reminds me of a small 14-inch tire. Then I got the Flag, and holy smokes, yeah. The Terradrome's really only impressive if you stack two, because then it almost has the correct dimensions. But yeah.
Oh, bacon.
I know that was on purpose, but I had to do it anyway. Oh, V Conley, what's up? Good to see you. Says just got off work. Hey, Chad. Hey, ma'am. Treats are officially coming your way. Hopefully this weekend. Really? It's good to see you. Thanks for being here. We still got a game. Are we going to game? We need a game. V Conley also partakes in the Ghost Recon Wildlands, so we're going to put in some work.
There you go.
You know what I mean? The figure of Maam come to Italy for sure.
Yeah, it'll probably come.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Especially the one of her in her army rig. That one will come for sure. That's the first one I made of her. And then Kiwi says, "Nice. I've made myself, wife, and my 2 daughters. Very cool.
Aww.
Awesome." Rob Vegas says, "If I get some more subs on my show, I can persuade Mrs. Rob Vegas to appear in an episode." That's how you get more subs.
Yeah.
Huh? Huh? Yeah, that's how you do it, baby. Mrs. Rob Vegas also plays guitar. Well, there you go. You're set.
Yeah.
Alphabet Agency, which one? Yeah, we're not. Yep. Just yep.
No, not an alphabet agency.
An agency. We're just gonna leave it at that.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, and then GeForce Racing said she's smart too. Chad, hang on to that one. I'm trying to. I'm doing my best. How many flags were made? That's actually a really good question. It's very hard to find a lot of that kind of solid, quantifiable information from Hasbro. Even today, like if you ask them, "Hey, how many Serpentors did you make?" They're not going to tell you. You're just be really hard pressed to find that information. The only one I know who would even remotely know can only guesstimate, and that's Carson.
Mm.
Yeah. Jim Largo said, "Adventure Team Eagle Eye Land Commander is a grail for me. Not impossible to find or crazy expensive, just sentimental." And that is our Death Star. Our Death Star was one of those very sentimental pieces. And then Kiwi says, "My Grail is Short Fuse, which my late dad bought me when I was a kid." Yeah, so same, right? Yeah, sentimentality of it. She said stupid. No. Mr. Madgus, Grail of mine is a Marvel Legends Doom bot. Powered down Iceman Bobby Drake. Been looking for them since 2009. Wow, that's crazy. Masterson 42. Another salute. Thank you again for another $5 super chat. So a Jawa is rare because it's small and hard to find. Kind of like Is that like me?
No. You got jokes.
You got jokes? You got jokes, sir? I got jokes. Thank you for the super chat and negative.
That almost deserves the look that I got last night.
Shh, we're moving on. Anyway, yeah. Defiant was 100. Flag was 109.
Oh, there you go.
You didn't say actually? So you got to say actually. Yep. And then Kiwi has to go. Catch up later. Yo, Joe, thanks for being here. Urban legend is there's about 70 flags here in Australia.
Wow.
I could see that. Yeah. Okay, so now we're getting into what makes the best toy stores.
Mm-hmm.
So Bear Love and Charlie says customer service.
Mm-hmm.
There's one store that I go to a lot. The Maam and I both go to it. In fact, I took Just Jeff there. And when Just Jeff and I were walking in the door, I warned him and I said, the guys who own this place are fantastic. They're awesome people, but they got these 2 freaking knuckleheads, right? These duntadunts. And see, she's already laughing. They got these 2 duntadunts that work for them. They never remember us. Never. One's a female, one's a male, and they're both young. And they're always like, "Hi, welcome in. What can we help you find?" And I'm like,
I was just here last week. Do you not remember this face?
And you could walk in, buy $400 worth of stuff, walk out, go to the food court, eat your corn dogs, come back in a half hour, and those are the weak links in that store. And it sucks because it's an independently owned brick and mortar collectible store, and they're great people. And I buy stuff like loose GoBots from them and whatever just to pad my collection because I support them. But those two employees suck. They suck. Ryan, if you're watching, fix those employees, man. Fix them, son. No. Pendragon, small local toy shops ran by real enthusiasts are the best. There's a real energy there.
Mm-hmm. We have one that we go to that it's a couple and they're very, very nice.
Yep. I also took Jeff there and I took Nick there.
Really enthusiastic, nice people.
Yeah, and Nick scored that freaking that Sky Patrol Skyhawk from them for like dirt cheap, complete.
Yep.
That's also where we got one of our generals.
Yeah.
Yep. GeForce Racing says variety. They need to have a wide selection. Definitely agree with that. One thing about the store that the Maam was just talking about is they got a Snake Mountain over here. They have a carded War Duke from Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, a carded War Duke. And then they have a bunch of battle beasts in one case, and then stompers in another, and then another case that's all Japanese Transformers.
Mm-hmm.
So all the Takara stuff, just crazy. Everywhere you look, there's something. It's one of those places where you got to do laps. And then Mr. Madga says, I don't know, they all closed down.
Yeah, that's a thing too.
That sucks. All the toy stores in your area closed down. So I guess I don't need to say this to everyone hanging out with us. We're not talking Walmart and Target, right? Because those don't apply.
Mm-hmm.
My good friend Mikey, whom I love very much, says selection, price, and most of all, a great staff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I want your dollies, but if your staff sucks, I'll fucking leave. Like I'll just get up and walk out. That's right. That's all there's to it. We will just straight leave. Masterson 42, the display, a toy store. That is what gets you to look at the window and dream about getting the stuff inside. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yeah.
Draw you inside, right? Get you in the door. Definitely. Figure Fever says decent amount of inventory.
Yes.
Darth Wizzy Wizard, a store that can carry the entire line, exclusives, etc. Yeah. Exclusives these days are hard because if you're talking about an independently ran like a mom and pop kind of a brick and mortar store, exclusives, if you're talking modern exclusives, they're going to go get them and then mark them up. But our good friend Zazel says the best toy store I ever went to was with my buddies at Joe Fest. Ah, man, that was fun. We found some great stuff at that store. And then remember we went to get gas, and for some reason we drove all the way around Augusta to go get gas. That was dumb. That sucked. Then we got stopped by a train. Yeah. Those are the kind of memories, and that's why I love brick and mortar, like independently ran toy stores, because all of us went to that toy store. I remember I was like, "Oh, do you want anything from the store?" And I was taking all these pictures, and we just had the best time. Jim Largo says, best toy store has cool dioramas and plentiful stock of plastic goodies. Agreed. There's a store in Denver. It's actually called All Seas, and they gave me their button for whatever reason. But All Seas Collectibles, and they have aisles, and each aisle is a different IP. So one aisle is like Masters, one aisle is all Joe, and it's both sides of the aisles. But the aisles are only like those 4-foot high display shelves. And on top of the aisles, they have dioramas of that IP's play sets and large vehicles. So the Joe one, they had Terradrome, Flag, Defiant, MCC, General, on and on. And then they have them encased in plexiglass. so you know which aisle is which IP, and I thought that was brilliant. Very engaging. You know, it makes you want to go down every aisle because not only are you looking at the dollies that are for sale, but you're looking at all their little awesome display pieces in their dioramas. Woodman29 says, my local comic store is my favorite for the conversations and the staff. Yeah. The Mam and I are lucky that the city that we live in isn't a very large city, but there's 3 really good, well-established stores that have great staff, aside from those 2 employees. Great staff. Astra Zombies has that one kid that never remembers us too. And I've known the owner of one of these stores for like 30 years. And he has this employee that never recognized me. And I'm like, dude, fuck off and go get the owner. Yeah, it'd be like that. But yes, absolutely. TJC, best toy store is having the greatest range of different toy lines, all arranged in their respective lines, not thrown everywhere. Yeah. Agreed. Yeah. And then Brian says price first, then item selection. Matt Tracker Rubin says best toy store, knowledgeable, friendly, fully stocked, fairly priced. Yep, 100%. George Aiken, way back in the 80s, my local store had Action Force, Star Wars, Masters of the Universe, Action Man, A-Team, all with their own display and area. Wow. Rad. Stinky Cat Butt, best stores are the ones that are organized and don't smell like a dog peed on the floor or hippies roam them daily. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sometime I'll share the story about when I went to the Valley of the Kings in Egypt and what was loitering in all of these tombs. And it's a terrible story. Yeah. So it's not like what you see on the History Channel, kids. No. At all. James Lucas says, friendly staff that will talk to you and ask what you're into, as long as they don't forget you. Yeah. Stocks new and old comics, vintage toys. Agreed. Life rents a little of everything. I like feeling welcome in any toy store I walk into. Dallas Vintage Toys is fantastic. Yeah. Was one, and Retro Madness is another. But as much as I want to support Amazon and eBay, make it easy. True. Yeah. True. Yeah. Generally, I will ask those stores that the Mam and I like to frequent, ask them if they can find or get a hold of a piece that I'm looking for. And then if they can't, it's either private sellers on social media or the old eBay. Mm-hmm. eBay. But sometimes I'll just doom scroll and I'll buy shit on eBay, and then I might get in trouble once or twice. Maybe. Not really. David said Kmart. Kmart had a great display, and Toys R Us had the inventory before they closed and was a better price for 25th Sky Striker. Brian Toys was twice the price. Brian Toys?
I don't remember Brian. I know Toys R Us and Kmart.
Was that KB? KB Toys?
Maybe.
I don't know. Oh, look who's here.
Gaz.
Good to see you, Gaz. Next Sunday, not this Sunday, but next Sunday, the 14th, Gaz and I are going to do a stream all about Megaforce. Yeah. So we're going to talk Megaforce and why it's the best G.I. Joe movie ever next Sunday. Not this Sunday, next Sunday. The Lilith says, for me, what makes the best toy store is how the owner treats you and the employees. For me, my favorite store I've been going to for 10 years. And owners like family, and he knows what I'm looking for before I know I want it. Agreed. Yeah. The store that's not far from us that the Mam and I really like to frequent, if they get some really awesome Joe piece, I will get a message that says, hey, you should come to the store. Yep. That's how we got that complete Tycho G.I. Joe train. Yeah. They just hit us up and they were like, hey, you guys looking for this train? I was like, I am now. Here I come. Yep. I just went right down. Madgus says, I miss Toys R Us, but I'm not going on a cruise, buying a plane ticket, or going to Canada. Yeah. They're kind of bringing them back to the U.S., kind of. Did you ever buy any Guts? No? I don't know what we're talking about. I don't know. Life Rants. Dallas Vintage Toys left a bad taste in my mouth. Last time I was there, but I realized people have bad days. Yeah. I'm not going to go back for my birthday this year. Sorry to hear that. There's always more, and hopefully Super 7 does O-Ring right. I saw Target leak Fatal Fluffies. Yes, they did. Sure did. Yep. So Super 7's doing O-Ring scale Fatal Fluffy, which, I mean, anybody who knows Super 7 and their deep cuts isn't really shocked by that. Harry O, does the ma'am have an interest in getting the Mondo about? Just say no.
Oh, no. I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know.
It's too expensive. I haven't shown it to her. Yeah. Now she's gonna look. Thank you for that. Yeah, Mondo Battle Cat. It's very expensive. Very expensive. But the Panther's freaking awesome. Curb Stomp says, I'm always down to jam on some Wildlands. You guys know my gamer tag. All you got to do is freaking hit me up. I'm always around. David Andrews says, you're right on Stringfellow Hawk. One of the coolest names, right? Yeah, and then there was Sinjin. Stringfellow. Pendragon says, Dolly nerds be like, there's an actual female on the stream. Yeah.
Oh, that thing's actually pretty cool looking.
Thank you for that, Harry. George Aiken says, when I meet up with Scuba, which I'm quite jealous of, I'm bringing Scottish breakfast food, square sausage, potato scones, and black pudding. Awesome. Bill, what's up? Says, hey, Chad, Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Bill. I recently got the Destro Dominator in black and gold, right? It's actually sitting right there. You're going to see it poking out. I'm going to reach in front of the man. Yeah, right there. That's a great vehicle, isn't it? Yeah. Do you need that?
It's cool looking.
Yeah. I might be purchasing a Mondo Battle Cat now. Thanks for that. Curb Stomp. I'll be on Xbox all day tomorrow. Oh.
There you go.
Well, then, I guess we're going to... tomorrow's my daughter's birthday, so we'll get down. It just won't be like all day. Darth Wizzy Wizard, do you have any Star Wars in the room? I have a couple Star Wars pieces, but they've all been customized to G.I. Joe. The other Star Wars stuff is in the game room, right? Game room. And the Chinet.
Yeah.
Game room and the Chinet. And it's mostly like the loose complete A Man that I won from Jay and Rob for Action Figure Adventure Season 2 auction, and a bunch of Cara Dune stuff because that's pricey. And then the random exclusive Disneyland Star Wars shit like the Ghost Trio and whatnot. Yeah. My Grail is a complete unbroken Night Striker. The Maam found me that Night Striker that was all beat up, but we're going to restore that thing, and it's going to be freaking rad.
Mm-hmm.
Eric Harper says, mine is the whale that I finally bought complete and sent to me in Oz, I guess, Australia, after 30 years. That's rad. We're still talking about square sausage. Curb Stomp, my Grail is a killer whale and flag. I had the Terrordrome when I was a kid. Lil Chad? What's Lil Chad? There's no such thing. Eternia was $89. Wow. That's absurd. Bill says, hey, Chad, I got the Dominator last year. Mine is black and gold, but I see a different color in the commercial. Yeah, there's the red one with gray and gold and black. My Grail was a flag. I got one recently. I just need to complete a few parts, but I even got the pistol. Our Keel Hall has his gun.
Yep,
yeah.
He does.
I got mine from Florida. That's cool. Very cool. Stinky Cat Butt. Thanks, Chad, for the new word. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, it's like dun, dun, dun.
Dummy.
Yeah, it's just the word 3 times. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. It means dummy. Yeah. 131 watching, 77 likes. That's kind of about average. Yeah, that's about how that goes. Matt Rubin says a $5 super chat. Thank you, Matt Rubin. Says, I'm going to start calling people dun-dun-duns. You should. Or call them Stugats. Ubots, Stugats, dun dun dun. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Matt. Appreciate it. Yes. Yeah, they did. Thank you for that, Jeff. They did. Gray Skull Toys and Collectibles in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Let Just Jeff do number 2 in their store. Terrible. Master Temple, how good is Ollie's in the U.S. for Joe's? I'm up here in Ottawa, Canada. I know you're in Canada, hoser? Supposedly Ollie's is great, but we don't have Ollie's out west where we live, so it's supposed to be really good. Pendragon, dude, I have a loose Warduke. Oh man, I need that carded one. Well, come to Albuquerque and come get it, mother effer. Yeah. You just know Jay will get that carded Warduke. I sent Jay the picture immediately when just Jeff and I saw it, and Jay just said, wow. Yep. Stompers need to make a comeback. Yeah. David, I have a local toy store that sells 80s toys, and he gets stuff from auctions, and he has an awesome store. That's cool. All right. Brian says, Third Planet is my store that had been open since 1975. Now you're talking. Amazing Action Comics and Games, Oklahoma City. Awesome. Awesome. Bring back the 90s Toys R Us. That's what I'm talking about, Fat Red Foo. Thank you very much. Curbstomp says, I live in the mountains in a tiny town, so we don't have a comic or toy store.
Oh.
Got to travel. Bear 11 Charlie, where I live, we only have local toy stores, and it's so small you can literally put your arms out and touch the walls. Ouch. Bro, you only exist in a 20-something's mind if they interact with you on their phone.
That's fact.
Oh, yeah. Am I that far behind? Man, I've been cranking on this chat. The best toy store ever would carry Megaforce stuff, just saying.
Yep.
Yep. I found this locally. Little Mega Destroyer, little Hot Wheels Mega Destroyer. Sure did. Masterson, I'm sure this is going to be great. I didn't proofread it. Maybe they don't remember you because you're forgettable. Not a dig, thanks. But bald white guys, there's like 1 million of you in a toy store. Perhaps every time you come in, you say the same catchphrase. I mean, really, if you want to break this down to brass tacks, sir, I'm Italian American, and my wife and I are both susceptible to sickle cell anemia, so I'm not really a white guy, okay? Give me some credit. I can get the sickle cell, too. I don't give anybody catchphrases. Every once in a while, somebody will record me and say, oh, hey, say have an awesome day, which is weird. It's weird, but I'll do it. But by the way, thank you for saying I'm forgettable. Fucking asshole. Just kidding. GeForce Racing. Not a fan of overly friendly staff. Out of my way, I'm hunting. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there are a couple of people that can be kind of chatty Cathy's while you're just trying to do the laps.
Yeah.
One-Eyed Biker, my local toy store that I drive 3.5 hours, at least once a month, always has 7 to 10 flags on display. Damn.
Wow.
Crazy. Mad Gus, I have to go to damn near Maryland just to hit mom and pop toy stores. Shout out to their action figure. Maryland. Sorry to hear that. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the Mams. Next question. Give me the last one. Yeah, okay.
When is enough re-releases of the same character enough?
It's a good question. So, yeah, when is enough re-releases of the same character enough? We're talking Skeletor, He-Man, Boba Fett, Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader, Snake Eyes, Storm Shadow, Cobra Commander, on and on and on. When is enough enough? Everybody's saying happy birthday to the kiddo. Thank you very much. Yeah. So, Thank you all very much. That's very nice. Is it true Kmart still thrives in Australia? Yep. I sure do. I'm sure one of the Aussies will answer that, but yep.
I think we need to go to Australia.
Grail item Palatoy Death Star. Palatoy anything is fantastic. Sad on no ollies. Yep. Blue Serendipity. We do not have ollies where we are. The Brooklyn guy in the Spider-Man movie, he's some kind of freaky Lou. I don't know, wackadoo. Dun dun dun. Yeah, dun dun dun. That's it. Yeah. There you go. Dun dun dun. What Spider-Man movie? I don't know.
There's a few.
Yeah, I know. You got to be a little more specific.
The one with freaking Andy Garfield, freaking what's his name? The one
Tobey Maguire.
Tobey Maguire, and then the young kid that's dating the
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland.
James Ashworth says, I finally got the whale last year from a friend who was clearing out his attic. Maybe the only time in my collecting life I said, holy shit out loud. That's cool.
That's cool.
That's very cool. Robert's Infinite Realms, good to see you. I got hands. I've not had a grail since I got the flag. Nothing can top it. Then that is your grail.
Yeah.
Master O'Connor, good to see you. Hey, Chad, I'm a huge fan of Modern Joes, as are we.
Yep.
Which version of Duke, Cobra Commander, Scarlet, Flint do you think are the best? I actually really like, I'm not going to be that guy that says, oh, version 35, because enthusiasm over expertise. I like the Duke in the yellow long sleeve, almost like a windbreaker kind of combat shirt with the OD green body armor with the drag strap. I like that modern Duke a lot. Cobra Commander, Resolute, hands down. Or the ultimate Cobra Commander that came out during Retaliation. Yeah. Scarlet. Honestly, my favorite version of modern Scarlet, I'm going to cheat. It's going to be a custom that Mikey made me. And Flint, Danger at the Docks. Yeah. That's what I think. I love questions. Questions are fun. HGC, 3 ollies near me just have Snake Eyes movie and some Crimson Twins. Are you working?
Yeah.
Mam's working. She's working. Neil Temple, Heroes Comics and Collectibles is the best shop on the east side of Canada in London, Ontario. They've also been around forever, from what Jay told me. They have loads of old and new Joes, Star Wars, Transformers, He-Mans, etc. And from what I can tell, they're super cool people too. But yeah, absolutely, Neil. When we come to Canada, we're going to go to Heroes. We're going to go to Dark Matter. We're going to go to all those places and meet all the folks. George Aiken says Static Games in Glasgow. Great comic selections, large vintage toy section as well. I bet you they got all the Action Force stuff. We just got to go to Europe. You want to go to Europe and buy toys?
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to come to Europe and buy toys. Buy up all your toys. Ian Sweeney says we don't have a toy store in our little town, but we do have 2 breweries. Okay. If that works. V. Conley says we have a flea market that's open during the weekend. 12 buildings with 8 having vintage and modern toys. Only problems is some guys are assholes. Yeah. That's the flea market thing, right? We have a flea market every Saturday and Sunday. Are you making yourself laugh?
Yeah.
I think every Saturday and Sunday there's a flea market here at the fairgrounds. We never go. Every time I'm like, I want to go, and then we just don't go because she knows what I'm going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Spending that money, baby. Ryan's alter ego is here. Good to see you. 3POA podcast, aka Laser Pants White Potato, again says, "Hey everybody, I will be done by the time you start. I promise. I promise. Does the ma'am have tattoos like you?"
Yes.
She does. She has a lot as well, and show him that badass cobra. Show him that cobra, baby. Oh, look at.
Oh, wrong way.
Yeah, baby. We don't play. Donatelli from Palermo. Are you from Palermo? What are you into? Citrus or organized crime?
Organized crime.
Probably organized crime. I'm just kidding. I can crack that joke. Trust me, I can crack that joke. Yeah. That's where we just leave that. Pendragon says we are way past enough re-releases of all 80s characters. Enough. So, HGC says nonstop Snake Eyes. Mr. Madgus says, when is enough enough? After the first one. Curbstomp says, when you have 42 Snake Eyes. And then Master says, really, sickle cell? I'm done. I almost peed myself. Mediterraneans are susceptible to sickle cell anemia. Come on. Right? Yeah. Mediterranean. Not white guy. I'm just kidding. I'm a Chad, and that's all you need to know. Right? Yeah. I'm about as Chad as it gets. George Aiken says, when they bring out the underwear version, you know they have run out of ideas. Agreed. Yeah. Yep. Once you start seeing the underpoops. Alex says, only re-release a character every 3 years during the life of the line at most. Father Son, when they are truly nothing more than a repaint and different weapons. Classified. Classified. Yep. Who would win in a fight? I don't know why we're asking this, but why not? Is that Boba Fett or Trapjaw? I guess it depends on which version of Trapjaw. Because if we're talking like 2000X Trapjaw, I'm going to give it to Trapjaw. What do you think? Boba Fett or Trapjaw?
Boba.
Boba Fett sucks. Blind Han Solo knocked his ass into a Sarlacc. Boba Fett didn't do much, kids. He's just a fan favorite because he was mysterious and quiet like Snake Eyes till they made him all yappy, all chatty Cathy. And now Snake Eyes sucks ass. Boba Fett didn't really do anything. Neither did Jango Fett. It's, proof's in the pudding. Watch the movies. Robert's Infinite Realm says, depends on the character. Luke needs 4 looks minimum. Okay, that's a good point. I think they've gone overboard on Snake Eyes. I mean, there were some versions of Snake Eyes with like the camouflage pants. Okay, I got it, right? I got a couple of those, but as soon as they released the Caramel Crunch, the desert version of Snake Eyes, like who, when, where, how? Come on. Even though, yes, I know it's been done before, but not the point. Even when they did it before, I was asking the same question. What do you do? What? You're just talking shit?
Yeah.
She's over here talking shit. Not about me or us and our dollies. Just work stuff.
Yes.
Jim Smith says, enough isn't enough with main characters. That's how new collections are introduced to the line. Okay, so this I will agree with to a degree for sure, because lessons learned, we saw that with Masters of the Universe. So as Masters was moving along and getting more and more popular with the Filmation cartoon, Mattel wasn't putting out the key characters. They were putting out like Buzz-Off and Stinkor and Hose-Nose, Snout Spout, whatever.
Hose-Nose?
Yeah. But the elephant guy, remember? Hose-Nose, Snout Spout. But they weren't putting out He-Man and Skeletor. I mean, at most, you're going to find like, Power Punch or something like that. But just an OG He-Man or Skeletor? No. And that's why that line died. So, yeah, I can agree with that to a degree. But when you have a line that's been around, say, like 3-4 years, and you've got like 8 versions of a character, is that enough? And I'm not trying to bait that. I'm just asking because current events. Okay, bye. It's not me. And then, yeah. Phone call. And then Mo says, you can never have enough Cobra Commanders. Okay, vintage Cobra Commanders, that is. New ones, not so much. Oh, Mam's last question. Why'd you marry this guy? It's the toy collection. And I'm Italian, so I get out of here with that, sir. You know I like you, but don't be mean. Beta Ray Bob says, not sure what the stopping point should be, but when your version count gets into 3 digits, you have gone way too far. Probably, yeah. Yeah, triple digits? Yeah. Madga says, enough is enough after the first one. Please, no more Snake Eyes. I mean, I version 1, version 2, sure. There's a distinct difference between those two. Version 3, 4, 5, I get it, right? The story progressed, but when you just like change the color of the pants and then put it back out, I just don't. One-Eyed Biker, I think you have to keep the main characters on the shelves in order for new fans coming. Yeah, agreed. Absolutely agreed. And that's kind of the same, like we were talking about Masters of the Universe. First Sam Raimi Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire. Okay, I don't remember them saying dun-dun-dun. Ian Sweeney, how many times is too many? Well, until they do a decent farm boy Luke, then they can bloody well keep trying. Or Luke in the Rebel pilot ground uniform, a.k.a. Cloud City or Dagobah or whatever you want to call it, which that's right. Rebel pilot ground uniform. Agreed, because they never seem to get that figure right. Jim Largo says, variants of cool characters are okay now and then, but more than 3 is too much. I'm looking at you, Toddy Mac. Uncle Todd. Write that shit down. And then James Lucas says, Grail item. Oh, the ATC. Yep. And the G.I. Joe headquarters. Are you talking about the Z Force? Oh, yeah. Palatoy's version of the Joe headquarters. Okay. So the Z Force of the 83 headquarters. V. Conley says, I think a character figure should have original classic look figure, current modern look, iconic alternate look, if that applies. I like that. That's cool. Masterson, wow, there's no insult in this. Are you okay? Are you feeling all right? When they put the same figure out 3 times, I'm done. Unless I can sell the others and keep the best one, I'm not buying it any longer. Yeah, I absolutely agree with that. Like, I know people keep saying Spider-Man keeps getting better, but I mean, what do you get? Toe articulation? Maybe they changed the shape of the eyes a little bit. I don't know. G.I. Joe Resolute is the best, enough said. Yep, that gets my vote. Absolutely. V. Conley says, Holy Grail, and then nothing. Of what, good sir? Masterson for, oh, okay. Are you in Texas? Kmart is truly smashing it in Australia. Rad. Jim Smith, best Scarlet is the Walmart Retro. Are you talking the 4-inch one that came out a couple years ago? That's very hard to find. Or are you talking about the upcoming classified Walmart, right? See, you can't keep track of this shit because they keep calling it all the same stuff. Anyway, sorry. That's just kind of my hang up with that. Pursuit of Cobra Blue Flight Suit Scarlet. That one's good. That's a good one. Yep. She's over there with my Sigma 6 Dragon Hawk. Actually, Resolute Cobra Commander is the tops. Damn straight. In terms of your question, there's no definite answer, just a particular favorite version. Yeah. But I guess that kind of comes down to like OG Skeletor. Like, how many OG Skeletors do you need? Origins, classics, the original, the this, the that kind of a thing. Just Jeff says, I think it'll never be enough. Media might move on from X character, but I think if we keep getting the classics, maybe it'll draw more interest. It's why Lego releases an X-Wing every year. Okay, yeah, it is. It's familiar. Fair enough. Mam's working that shiny new Battle Cat. She might be. Yes, she might be buying a Mondo Battle Cat right now. Crap. Resolute Duke is the best Duke with the snow gear. That one's good. I'm also a huge fan of the DG Joe stuff, like that Dollar General Cobra Trooper in the blue with the yellow web gear and the black. The black one's rad. And then the DG Shipwreck in the OD green turtleneck with like the watch cap. I love that Shipwreck. He's not stupid. Oh, speaking of Shipwreck, there you go. Just Jeff. That's the only decent version of Shipwreck. Duke is a butt. Just kidding. Duke rocks. I like Duke. I sat down last night or this morning, can't remember, and I rewatched the Community episode of the GI Joe episode of Community. Yeah, just because it had the voice actors, I liked it. Cobra's on Maam. Yeah, she does. She's she's got some good Joe tattoos actually. Hand raised. I'm a Chad and a white guy. You are a Chad, and you're quite Caucasian, and that's okay, buddy. That's cool. There's a big toy fair in the UK in April in Birmingham. A lot of us are going there. I don't know if I can make it to the UK by April. That'd be rad, but I don't know if I could. Masterson, Django did not do anything. He spread his seed more than Nick Cannon. That's true, yeah. You saw what happened when Mace Windu. See, as soon as you put a Fett, or really any Mandalorian, but especially a Fett, you put him in a straight fight with a Force user, done. Always done. Boba Fett jumps down on that skiff and he's like, oh, hey, what's up, Skywalker? He looks like, fuck out of my face. Rocked him. That's it. Django got rocked. Django killed Zam Wessel. Oh, yeah. From like across the street. He sucker shot her. Sure, he did. He did kill Zam Wessel, but he didn't hold up very well against Kenobi. And he definitely didn't hold up well against Mace Windu. So, anyway. Christopher Bay Stormbringer says, hey, gang, love everyone here. Yo, Joe from us Northern Californians. Yo, Joe, buddy, thanks for being here. Boba Fett didn't do anything but all those novels. Nah, he didn't do shit. Sorry. That's terrible. And I hate that word. Yeah, true that on He-Man. I collected Ghostbusters. Anywho, I'm contractually obligated to wrap things up because it's time for 3POA. And Ryan's my friend, and I don't want to step on him. And I wouldn't want somebody to step on me. So, Mython the Python must have missed the Maam. I'm sorry, brother. You're just going to have to jump in the replay squad and check out the Maam because she had to go. She had to take a work call. Before I leave, though, Mython the Python says, what's up, Chad and everybody? Sorry I'm late. Was out having dinner with Mrs. Python. Hope everything is going good. Everything's great. Thank you so much for being here. You guys are all the best. I can't thank you enough just for hanging out with me and, talking. What do you consider the best of things? It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. We all had a good time, especially with this guy and all his awesome shit talking, even though I know it's in good fun. And Masterson, I always love you. Thank you for always making me laugh. You guys are the best. Am I going to be on 3POA? No. Nikki, Nicole, and Ninja are going to be on 3POA, and 4's a crowd. But I will be there, absolutely. And George, good night. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you all very, very much. Oh, no, he did it. Just because it's fun. Thank you all very much. I'm glad you enjoyed the conversation. I just wanted to talk toys with some good people, and you're all great people. So thank you very much. Please go over to 3POA, show them some support. The Maam does send her love, and thank you for hanging out with us. I will see you all Sunday. Same Chad time, same Chad channel. And we will be talking Strike Force Alpha with Matt LaCroix and Jason and Mikey Kukovic. So have an awesome week, and I'll see you all on Sunday. Yo, Chad.